Gina, if you have any doubts about last night, or about my intentions, I've got a fairly simple solution to your problem. All it takes is one little action on your part.
What's that?
Marry me. You're not going to ask me to repeat that, are you?
I just might.
Well, I learned my lesson. The last time I put this off, somebody else snapped you up. I don't want that to happen again.
Meyson, are you sure that marriage is what you want?
Only if it's what you want. And only if it's to you.
Oh, Meyson.
I know I know that I don't deserve you. But it would make me happier than I know how to say.
As happy as you've made me?
Happier, probably. I know I don't have a lot to offer. It's a lot of bad habits, a long history of self-indulgence. But along with that, there's a love that's waited a lifetime for you to come along. Tell me that's enough.
It's everything. There's so much that has to happen first.
I know. I know you're still married. I know I have no right. But I'm not gonna rush you. You think about it.
I didn't want to love him. I wanted to love you, but you can't force yourself to love somebody.
Mary, don't!
All right. Let's stop hurting each other. Let's just put an end to this fighting and this agony.
What are you gonna do, Mary?
I'm going to get an annulment.
Who's he calling?
Who?
Give me this who business. You gave Cruz a message. Was it from Gina?
No.
You're lying to me. I'm going to ask you one more time. What was the message?
Kirk, it was just a message for Inspector Castillo that came to the house, and he had to call back.
Come on, what do you expect me to believe? That you came all the way down here to deliver a telephone message? Gina's here, isn't she? She's in the hotel somewhere.
I don't know where she is.
Yeah, hi, this is Inspector Castillo. I got a message I could reach Eden Cranston at this number.
Eden Cranston?
Right, is she there?
No, she called from here, but this is a fill-in station. She's a few miles from here.
Well, then why did she say for me to reach her where you are?
Well, her phone's out. She was waiting here for you to call her back. She said they'll have it fixed by tomorrow.
Is she okay?
Yeah, she said to tell you if you called, she's fine.
All right, if you see her again, tell her I'm going to do what I can from this end to make sure that phone gets fixed in a hurry. Thank you.
Cruz, what's going on? Gina and Brandon been located? What?
Brandon's fine, but Gina has got lost.
What? You lost her?
Yeah, there's been a lot of confusion around here, Mr. C. There was an opening and she took it. But Brandon's safe. He's one of our people at Rosas.
Heyli. Hi. What are you doing here?
I have a message for Inspector Castillo. Now, I'd better be getting back to the house. I'll see you later, okay?
Oh. I don't understand how you people can let her get away.
There's no excuse for it. And the kicker is I think she was about to change her story, too, but someone must have gotten to her.
Kirk, what? Did you get your delivery? So some guy came by the house, he was looking for you. Told me you might be here. I don't know, it just kind of seemed important.
Why don't you just stop pretending, all right?
Wait, I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. You're talking about the delivery. You know if it was important or not, Ted.
Wait, I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
come on, man. I'm sure as soon as Eden decided to serve me with divorce papers, she told the entire family, didn't she? I mean, what was the reaction? Huh? Was it a moment of silence? Was it applause? What was it, huh?
Kirk, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I'm sure your father knew. I mean, she wouldn't make a move without telling Big Daddy about it first, would she? By the way, have you heard from Kelly today? You know where she is?
No, why?
Well, she was supposed to meet with Nick, and I guess there was some kind of mix-up. He's a little worried.
Did you guys just, see what happened to, Kirk?
Hey, Charlie, better check this out. Somebody from the building across the street said that there's a fight going on in one of the rooms. 6 or 7. Violent, a man and a woman. Better check it out.
Love is always closer than you know. Your first lady long postponed. Your first lady long postponed. Your first lady. Presidential suite. Of course.
It's gotta be.
Eden! Where you go? Come in! The guy!
Come on, Patty, here. It's about time, huh? First, come here. Kelly! Kelly!
What was that? I think the argument you got that call about is fluid. Get the hotel doctor.
Oh, my God. Get an ambulance.
Go ahead. Let me through him, doctor. Get up there and check that room out right now. Right away.
Cruz, he dead?
He's just barely alive, I think, Mr. C. Arthur, can you tell which room that is from here?
Broken window. Yeah, that's the presidential suite, I'm sure of it.
What about the couple who called who saw the argument? What did they say about a woman?
Where were they calling from?
Across the street.
Dalton Towers. Casey, you better go track them down. We're going to want to talk to them. Yes, sir. You go call the restaurant. Get Nick Hartley down here right now.
Eden! Keys. Eden, are you here? What was that noise? Kelly. Kelly? What happened? Someone fall down there? Who fell down there? Kelly, answer me. Come on. I heard fighting. I thought it was Eden and Kirk. Did Kirk try to get in here? Is that who's down there? Did he try to hurt you? Kelly? What kind of trouble are you in this time? Is this yours? Well, we better get rid of it if it is. Come on. Let's get you out of here. Let's go. No! Kelly, I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you. Come on, this is the last place you want to get caught. Let's get out of here. I can take you down the private elevator, and we'll slip out and nobody will see us, I promise. Now, come on, let's go. Kelly, come on.
Hey, Dylan! I know you're in there. Open the door. I'm coming in.
Dylan, that's who it is.
Kelly. Thank goodness. What happened?
Sweetheart, what happened?
Kelly, please. Tell me.
Killed him.
What?
I killed him. can't believe that we're talking about marriage, you and me.
Forever. Always. Those words that used to send me running in the other direction. Not anymore.
Yeah, well, just wait till my Irish temper starts making a regular appearance opposite your lawyer's logic.
I think I can handle it.
Marriage changes things sometimes.
You're talking about you and Mark, not us.
Oh, I love you so much.
Then be my wife.
There's nothing I'd like more. Meyson.
What?
Let's not discuss this again until after my annulment, all right?
Shouldn't take long. Of grounds that can't be contested.
Well, until it happens, I don't think other people should know about it.
Well, I wasn't going to take out an ad in the paper.
Well, I'd actually like everybody to know about it, but...
In the meantime, we'll just have a small private celebration. Just the two parties involved. Unofficial, of course. Wait here.
Mary, I came to apologize. I had no right to talk to you like that.
It's all right.
No, it isn't. We still have an awful lot to talk about.
I don't think she does.
Would you stay out of this?
It's all right. It's all right. I still have to go down to the guest house and get my bed.
Good. We can talk about it now.
Not if I'm not going to change my mind.
Mary, I am your husband, and I think I have a right to express myself the way I want.
You're not back in 10 minutes. I'm coming after you.
We've got to go down there. We got to see if he's... Come on. Kelly, we've got to deal with this. I have to go down there and see him. He's my brother.
Who? Who's down there?
Listen to me. Dylan is hurt. I've got to go down and see him. You understand that, don't you?
Supposed to be recording everything. Means they saw me take the gun. You scared me to death.
Where have you been? I've been practically on every floor looking for you.
Come on, let's just get out of here.
Gina, you can't leave. Cruz is downstairs looking for you. He has every exit guarded.
We'll take the elevator down to the basement and we'll slip out one of the windows. Come on.
What about Kirk?
What about him?
He was downstairs asking a million questions about you. Why does he want you? What's going on?
Take a guess, Heyli.
That's why you wanted me to bring the gun? Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Just never mind about that now. Let's just get out of this hallway. Gotta find Eden. Eden? Yes. See, she promised me that she would protect me. She said that she would stop us from prosecuting me and she would help me find your ransack and to make sure that I wouldn't get prosecuted. Only I don't know where she is now. I think she's probably hiding out from Kirk, too. I don't know how I'm gonna track her down, but I'm gonna find a way. I've got to.
I know where she is.
What?
I mean, I don't know exactly where she is, but she left a number with me to give to Cruz.
Yeah, but you don't have it anymore.
I remembered.
What did he do to you?
No.
Kelly, listen, I know he had a gun. Sam told me. Did he threaten you? Or me?
He was going to kill them.
Who? Kill who?
Those girls. All those girls.
Kelly, you're not making any sense at all. Please, just tell me what happened. Did Dylan do anything to you? Did he hurt you?
Dylan?
Yes, Dylan. What did he do to you?
I killed him. I killed him.
Kelly, honey, I'm so worried about you.
Nicky, wait a minute.
Dylan is out there. I saw from upstairs.
The doctor's with him and ambulance is on the way.
And he's all right. He's still alive.
It doesn't look good.
I've got to see him, Cruz.
Kelly, wait a second. Kelly, darling, maybe you should wait and let him have an air alone together.
Kelly, come back inside. There's nothing more you can do here.
Dylan? It's me.
She's pretty shaken up. I asked her to come inside. She doesn't even seem to hear me.
Dad, was she with him when it happened?
Sweetheart, I know this is a terrible shock, but were you with him when the accident took place? Kitten, were you with Dylan?
There's an ambulance coming, Dylan. Gotta take care of you.
Yeah.
You walked away from worse scrapes than this. Believe me, how you did it. But you did it. You're gonna do it again.
Where is she?
Kelly?
Where is she? She can't be.
Kelly! It's me, Peter. Peter. I'm back.
What is it? Sorry. What? Sorry, honey, you're safe. You're safe. No one's going to hurt you. It's okay.
It belongs to me now.
Take it easy. Just rest.
That's forever.
Dylan, not gonna die.
She loved me too much. She had to kill me.
Dylan.
I understand. But she did this.
Yeah, let's get her out of here.
Sorry. Water.
I'll get a glass of water. Thanks.
It's her. It's the woman I saw through the window, isn't it, Larry?
Yes, she did it. She's the one.
She did it. She's
Hold on a minute here, sir.
Look, my daughter's going through a terrible emotional upset, and I'm taking her home. You understand me?
Let him go for now. Take these people inside and get their statement. This way.
Hey. Some water. Here. It's gonna be all right. We'll get you to the hospital. You're gonna be all right. You just stay calm. You hear me?
Still giving orders like when we were kids?
That's right. This time you better listen to him.
Sam.
Sam's not here.
Where's Sam?
He's not here. This is Nick.
The co-pilot?
I have to do this one on my own.
No, not alone. I'm here, Dylan. Snake, I'm your brother.
You're a good man, Nick. Good brother.
The one you got, pal.
I loved her, too.
I know.
I loved you. I loved you both. It's not fair.
Don't worry about that right now.
Love you. Should understand.
Cruz? Cruz?
Hello. Yes, I'm calling for Inspector Castillo. You talked to him earlier today? Right. Well, it seems that he forgot the exact location of where Mrs. Eden Cranston is staying. And he wanted me to call and get directions. Yes, I have a pencil. Uh-huh. Right past the turnoff. About how far? Good. Okay. Yes, well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful. I'm so glad you remembered that number. With a little bit of luck, I can see Eden in a couple of hours.
Okay, great. So what bus are you taking?
I'm not taking a bus.
Gina, why did you drag me to the bus station then?
Because I wanted to store something in one of these lockers, something I want to keep safe. Have you got any quarters? I have 2, but I need 3.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thanks. What would I do without you?
I don't know. Wait, is that a video?
Yes.
Where'd you get it? What's on it?
Oh, look, I haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet. A lot of things happened today, and that could be very important, so I just want to make sure that I keep it safe.
I don't understand.
Never mind, I don't want to explain it now. A lot of things happened at the hotel. I'm sure you'll hear about it all later. It's a very sad story. Look, Katie, I've just got to go. I'll explain it all to you later. As soon as I contact Eden, I will get in touch with you, but it might be a couple of days, so don't worry.
Okay, be careful.
And you be careful that nobody finds out where I went. And take care of Brandon. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he's safe.
I will. I'll try.
26 to Atlantic City. All passengers are requested to board at this time.
Don't move.
What's wrong?
Don't turn around.
Gina?
Kirk just walked in the door.
What are you going to do?
Why don't we have a drink together, huh? What would you like?
Nothing, thank you. Where's my suitcase?
Put them away.
Why?
Mary, you said I could have a few minutes, so why don't you sit down and relax? Have a drink.
I don't want a drink.
All right, well, you don't mind if I have one, do you?
No, of course not.
Mary, listen, I'm very sorry about what happened earlier, but you caught me completely off guard. I think I would have said anything to make you stay.
Mark, I'm not going to stay. Things aren't right between us, and they never have been.
But it was right for me, Mary. It's been right for me ever since the first time I saw you move into the neighborhood in Ventura. You know, the first time I saw you play shortstop, that was it for me.
Don't think I'll ever forget those days. You were about the best part of growing up for me. But it was wrong to think that we could turn that into love.
Mary, I know you loved me. I think you still do.
Yes, as a friend, I do. Not as a husband.
Mary, I haven't been able to be a real husband. I haven't had the chance.
Mark, it doesn't matter. I've been in love with somebody else. I've tried to explain this to you.
Mary, if we'd had a normal relationship from the beginning, you never would have had to go to Meyson. You never would have needed him.
Maybe I wouldn't have gone to him, but I would have felt the same way that I feel about him now, Mark, and that would have torn us apart eventually.
You don't love Meyson.
Please, don't tell me what I feel.
Oh, Mary, you don't know anything about the real world. You spent a third of your life in a convent. And now you come out and you tell me that you've experienced physical adult love for the first time, and you think you can run off and live happily ever after?
Mark, I don't have to listen to this. If you won't give me my suitcases, I'll send someone else for them.
Mary, I'm sorry. Wait. I didn't mean that. Mary, I'm not trying to belittle your feelings. I'm really not. I just wish you had some of the same feelings for me.
I wish I did too, Mark.
Things could be different, Mary. I can make you happy if you just give us a chance.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. Please don't call again.
Dad, close the door, shut the lights outside. We're not answering to anyone.
Dad, what's going on? That's the third reporter that's called asking about Dylan Hart. What happened?
Yeah, come on, Kelly, let's sit down.
What did you tell the reporters?
What could I tell them? I don't have the vaguest idea what they're talking about.
Good. You tell that to anyone else who calls for her.
Dad, what's going on?
There was an accident at the hotel. Evidently, Dylan and Kelly were in the presidential suite.
Kelly was with Dylan?
He must have forced his way in. There was an argument and a struggle, and Dylan fell from the balcony.
Oh, my God. Was he killed?
He was alive when they left. The ambulance is on its way.
Poor Kelly. No wonder she's in shock.
I'm worried about her. She's not herself. She doesn't know where she is.
What does she say happened?
Nothing. Nothing. She doesn't make any sense. To make it worse, there are witnesses there. People beginning to say that she's responsible.
Yeah, the police are going to want to question her.
These two people, these witnesses, they saw her from across the way. They said that looked like she pushed him.
Let me talk to her. Kelly? Kelly, look at me, please. It's important. Kelly, look, you're home now. Nobody's going to let anything happen to you. Please look at me. Can you tell me what happened tonight? At the hotel?
I was waiting for someone.
Who? Dylan? Nick? Were you waiting for Nick?
But Peter came, and I didn't want him there.
Who came?
Peter.
Kelly, I don't know any Peter. Unless you mean Peter Flint. Is that the Peter you're talking about, Kelly? Kelly, that's impossible.
That's enough. All right, you just relax a minute. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. It's over. We won't talk anymore.
Ted.
Yeah.
Go up to my old room, the top of the closet. There's a casebook of information about Peter Flynn. Would you bring it down to me?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Meison, would you get that?
Yeah, I got it. Mason Capwell. Yes, I'll hold.
Who is it?
It's the DA. Yes, sir. Yeah, I heard what happened. A reporter called. No, that's all I've heard of it. I was alone in the house. I haven't really had a chance to find out much more. Yes, of course. Well, I'm not sure of their whereabouts just now. I'll let you know as soon as I hear anything.
Here just in time. The man said my bus is leaving any minute.
Oh, well, that's great. I'm glad we got her in time.
See what I mean? We're cutting it close.
Yeah, well, let me walk you to the platform.
It's all right. Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Be careful. I worry about you.
Everything's going to be all right. I mean, what could be safer than riding in a bus full of people? Kirk wouldn't try anything with all those witnesses around.
Right. Well, call me when you get to San Diego, okay? I'll wait for your call.
All right, sweetheart.
Bye. Is he gone?
It's all the way to San Diego. Come on. Out of here.
What are you doing?
There was a gun. There had to be.
We've gone over this room pretty carefully.
Did you check Dylan's clothes? The area where he landed?
There was no gun on him.
Sam said he had one.
And you think he threatened Kelly with it?
I don't know if he threatened her or not. All I know is that he hated me.
Man, I just heard him say he loved you.
Oh, man, Cruz, this is so awful. Listen, if Kelly did anything, it was because she was afraid for her life.
Without a weapon, that's going to be kind of hard to prove.
You think that Kelly could commit murder?
No, I don't, man. I'm just talking about evidence.
All right. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe he wasn't threatening her at all. Maybe the man just fell out of the room accidentally.
And what about the witnesses from the other building? They saw an awful lot.
That's it. Check with them. They would have seen him waving a gun around if he had one.
They saw him get pushed over the edge, man. Now, come here. It's true that they saw him from the back, but he wasn't making any threatened gestures at all. He was backing up, for Pete's sake.
What happened, Cruz? What did I do wrong?
No, don't start turning this on yourself.
Dylan is dead. There was a bitterness that was growing inside of him, and it was going to break him. Sam warned me about him. Why didn't I help him?
I had no way of knowing it was going to come to this, Nick.
Cruz, I turned my back on the man months ago. And the fight for Kelly was right at the very peak. I opted out. I said, you're not my brother anymore. And that's when things started to change.
Look, you were there for your brother for a long, long time. You did not desert him, man. He pushed you away.
You know what he told me before he died?
What?
He said that Kelly belonged to him now because of what she had done to him. And when I looked into her eyes, I could almost believe him. She wasn't there.
Nicky, you know what she's been through. She'll get through this.
What if she doesn't?
She will. Now, what we've got to do as soon as possible is get her to tell us exactly what happened here. I think you should try to find that out, man. It'll be easier for her to talk to you than anybody else, so why don't you go on over there right now? I want her to have as much time with you as possible before we have to get official about this.
All right.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Nicky, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. Go see her. I'll hold off the investigation as long as I can.
Thanks.
I'll be right back.
Heyli, I'm glad you're back.
I'm sorry, Mr. Capwell. I went for an errand. It took much longer than I expected.
It's all right. Now, listen, no one is to be admitted without my permission, do you understand? And if reporters ask you what Kelly is, you have no idea. She's not here. And if they try to ask you anything about the hotel, what occurred at the hotel, you tell them you have no knowledge of it whatsoever. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, now would you please get Kelly's room ready for her?
I'll get on it right away, sir.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
Well, it's a long story right now.
I just got back.
Yeah, well, it happened before or after you left. I'm sorry, I gotta get this to Meison. I'll be right back. Here, thanks.
Kelly, do you see this? From a paper. It's from an old newspaper over a year ago. It's a picture of Peter Flint, Kelly. The article's about his death. Do you understand me, Kelly? Peter is dead. The man you were with was somebody else.
Oh, you did it, Kelly. You finally got your way, didn't you? Tell me, did you ever think you could kill somebody?
Take it away. Take it away!
Get away, Meyson. All right, honey. All right. Come on, we'll go upstairs and rest. You better rest now. All right?
Yeah, come on, Kelly. Let me take you upstairs.
Ted will take you upstairs. It's okay.
Really gonna walk out that door?
You know how I feel about Meyson.
Mary, I'm trying to tell you that I can forget about what happened with Meyson. I drove you to him, I know that. I was going through hell and I took it out on you. You felt like you had nowhere else to go. It's in the past, Mary. Everything can be different. I can make you happy now.
Mark, I don't belong to you.
Well, you don't belong to Meyson either, and he sure as hell doesn't belong to you.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Mary, you really think this whole thing with Meyson is gonna last? He's not the kind of man to spend the rest of his life with one person. He'll leave you.
He wants to marry me.
Oh. Oh, I see you've gotten it all figured out. When can I expect my invitation?
Mark, don't.
How could you do that?
You're never going to understand. I can't expect you to understand.
Mary, wait.
No.
Mary, just
Mark.
do one thing for me. At least let's say goodbye the right way. Don't walk out of here like a stranger as if we ever knew each other.
It's very hard for me.
We meant something to each other once. Just let me hold you. One last kiss, Mary. We owe it to ourselves. Leave a certain amount of warmth. And we'll leave this so cold.
Well, did either of you see a gun or a weapon of any kind?
No.
No, neither did I.
Did the man try to harm the woman at any time? Did he strike her or put his hands on her?
Not that I could see, no.
No, they were just arguing. You could tell that. That's when we called the front desk.
And then she shoved that table at him.
The room service card.
Right, it smashed right into him.
Yeah, when that thing hit him, he went right through that door. I mean, there was glass flying everywhere.
And then she pushed him the rest of the way over.
Excuse me, Inspector Castillo. There's a call for you from somebody from the station.
Okay. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be in touch if we have to take any further statements. Marty, is that you? Yeah, I wanted to check with you about the video surveillance equipment we installed at the hotel to keep tabs on Gina Capwell. Yeah, well, you know, when I moved her, I notified the captain, but we didn't actually discuss terminating the surveillance. Do you know if he ever issued a cease order? So as far as you know, that equipment was never shut down. Okay, well, I'll check with him myself. Oh, and listen, while I have you on the line, put out an APB on that same Gina Capwell, statewide. Her description's on file. Kidnapping. You bet.
Cruz. Yeah, personal effects of the deceased.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. And I guess this is yours, too.
What is it?
It's a warrant from the DA for Kelly Capwell's arrest.
Who is it, please? Who is it?
I bet you thought I'd be halfway to San Diego, didn't you?
Please let me go.
You know, a funny thing happened, Heyli. I followed the bus to the first stop, and I got on, I checked it,
And Gina wasn't there.
She wasn't?
No. Where'd she go, huh? What?
I don't know.
You told her where Eden is, didn't you?
No, I don't know that either. I
You know,
swear.
you're lying to me, and I really don't want to hurt you, Heyli.
Heyli!
What?
Get up here, please.
Yes, Mr. Capwell. Oh, me.
Come on. Cruz, call Eden 555-8319.
Kirk, don't answer that, will you? Kirk! Nick, I'm here to see Kelly.
Look, let her rest, will you? She shouldn't be disturbed.
I need to talk to her about what happened. Just... Nick? I'm Dillon. He is dead.
What?
Sorry.
We were hoping that maybe...
Just please, let me see Kelly.
She's in a state of shock, Nick. She barely knows who we are.
That's how she was before, and I've got to see her, let her know she's not to blame.
Nick, won't help.
You are not going to keep me away from her. Kelly!
Let him go, Dan.
Go.
Mary, please, don't go. Mary, don't you see how good this is? I don't want to let you go.
Mark, please.
Mary, this can be so good if you'll just let me have the chance.
No!
You're my wife, Mary. And I'm your husband. And after what we've been through, we deserve this much. I don't think it's that much to ask.
Mark, stop it. This is all wrong.
It's
all
not
wrong.
I love you.
Mark, let me go. Stop it.
I can't, Mary.
Stop it.
I won't.
Stop it.